Hello and welcome to some Starcraft 2 gameplay. Now, this game is probably one of my favourite I've had in a while. Now, I've been playing a lot of Starcraft 2 just because, Heart of the Swarm came out and I thought I'd just go back to it for a bit. And I'm glad I did. I'm now buying Heart of the Swarm and I'm buying the collector's edition. I don't care. There will be an unboxing of that on the channel if I can be asked. That's just things I do. I get a new game or a collector's edition. I think, do I film an unboxing or do I play it straight away? But anyway, this game, there's one thing I did in this game which I've not been doing in a lot of games, and it's what basically helped me win this game. And I'm so glad I did it. I really am. Because at the beginning, all I'm doing is just showing my income. See, I'm actually doing a thing where I'm actually getting more SCVs than I usually do. I usually get about 13, 14 SCVs, and then I start building properly and start getting more units. But I've been not doing that. I've basically just been doing a lot more of building and doing a lot better by this. And if you can see, she's doing a little better than me at this point with collecting, but I certainly get the drop on him in this game because his tactic was really odd, and I can see what he was going for, and it would have gone great if it weren't for one thing. Now that's the thing with some players. Some players I've gone up to and I've played to my weaknesses just by the normal Starcraft 2 game. My main weakness is actually getting anti-air because I tend to focus on trying speed getting units at the beginning, going out for an attack and trying my best to limit the units at the beginning while I'm still building. But unfortunately that's not been going so well for me recently. So I'm trying to switch things up, but I tried it in this game again and it worked pretty darn well. And I've been doing this thing where I've basically been underestimating players really badly. I had this one guy, basically I scanned his base to find out that he had like one barracks at the beginning. I was like really confused. And he came back later on and beat me just because I ended up messing about, and well, that was just me being dumb. But I don't play this really that amazingly much. I have been over the past 4 days playing it a lot. I'd love to enter the tournaments, but I get beat within the first round, or I wouldn't even qualify, so there's not much point in that. Maybe when I get better I can try, but I doubt it. I've never been a person to play games for so many hours that, I just get to the point where I'm amazing. But all I'm doing here is actually just watching him build cybernetic cores and gateways, because that's actually where I think I scan him here. No, I don't. I'm not actually got a base yet. But when I morph my base into I forgot what they're called, but basically I scan his base to find he has one gateway, and I thought, great, I have 2 barracks and I'm building units, and he isn't building units. So that probably means I'm ahead. And you'll find out what happens in a minute to why I was wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong. He had like 2 gateways and didn't build any units. See, I'm doing it now. Changing my off my command center. I've got 2 barracks going. I've got 1 barrack making units, and the one of the barracks actually I'm going to put a bio lab on it, and I'm going to mass build marines in that one and build a tech lab in the other and build marauders in that one. So I scan it. I see the gateway. I thought what he was doing there was building another gateway, but it's not. He was in fact building. I can't remember what he was building. Twilight Council. There we go. Building Twilight Council. I didn't see that at the time, so I didn't know. But you can see I'm building a turret nest here because I do play quite a defensive game when it comes to the beginning, and then as soon as it goes to later on, that's when I become more offensive and try and get my units out there and keep them out there and try and limit them the best I can later on. But as I said, this game doesn't last that long. My average game time, per one of these games, 12 minutes. That's how long. That's pretty short game, but it doesn't take me that long to win these games. Even though I've only been winning a little bit. I've been winning more than I've been losing. I'm happy to say that finally. Even though I've only properly played this for 4 days. So yeah, so I think that's good. You can see I've got 4 marines on the way, and I've even got some marauders on the way, and I keep going back to that. And I think I get a mule here from the command center. This is a replay, so you don't have to get to see what I was doing in the game. You can see here he's popping up pylons everywhere, and he's still not built any units. At this point, if you look, I've actually put up my units, and I could have gone in with 3 marines and taken out his base, because he doesn't build units for a while, which is just okay. I think here is where I actually use a scanner on this, which I think you'll see that in a minute, because that is where I see something that really helps me out. I see, if you look there at the top, there is actually a dark shrine being built, and I actually decide that I'm going to build a turret. Because I think he's going to go for, like, I've seen him build all this. I didn't realise he was making Dark Templars. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to go for the invisible thing and take out all the things because my units won't be able to see it. Which is a really good strategy. If it weren't for turrets. I mean, not, missile turrets. Because they are detectors and they can see them and help other units to see them. Which is one of the things that I like about this game. The fact that you can see he's built 2 Dark Templars there and he's got 2 Stalkers. He built 2 Stalkers, that's all he built, that's all the Stalkers he builds for the entire game. As you can see, that's where I see the Dark Shrine, and this is where I go back, and in a minute I will build a missile turret, because I have been struggling lately with units, as I was saying, so I've started building. I thought it was just going to mass build, and have like loads of units come to army, like with Starport and everything. I didn't realise that's the build he was going for. It was just complete luck that I have to put a missile turret though, and I have to go for a base expansion in a minute. Which is just great because that's another thing that I'm not struggling with building base expansions. Them surviving longer than 10 minutes, that's another whole question. But I'm actually building a lot of units here. I've actually got I said a siege tank in a minute. I actually went to build the actual base. Unfortunately, I spent my units on a missile turret. Unfortunately, so I later on go to, that's what wins me the game. That one unit, as you can see at the top there, you can actually see his markers where he's putting his units, and he's actually scouting them all round at the moment, and he kind of is going to me now, or is he? Is he going to me? But I don't think he's going to me, or he does, yeah, he's going to me, or is he? Nope, he goes away. So I think he sees a rock and then goes away, and then he goes to the other base, and then I think calling a mule here. And then he sees the other base. Then I decide to destroy the rock in a minute after the base is built. That base actually wasn't built that long before I won. So see that my SCV there chilling. I have to go to build another barracks because I didn't really know much what was going on at the moment. I didn't really know he was going to go for Dark Templars. I saw all the wall gates and I thought maybe he's going to have a lot of units. So I decided to try and mass build the best I could. So I was building another barracks. I'm going to stick another tech lab on there, build more marauders because in a fight with Marines and Marauders, the Marauders are going to survive way longer than the Marines. And it's actually, I think by this point I actually have 2 upgrades going. I think that's in a bit. I have 2 upgrades going. The weapons and the defense upgrades. I've got the +1 for both. So that didn't really help much because I didn't really need it. And I don't think I lost a unit in this game. We'll see if I did because I'm not sure. These guys just come and get destroyed within seconds. I thought when I did it as soon as the base was finished, but he obviously left there. He was left there a bit, and he was just like lonely. And all of a sudden, there we go, moves. And then I kind of just had to tell him, no, refinery. A mass build units in the command center. Every time I hear that noise, it completely cracks me up. I think I'm getting attacked. Go for another sneaky base, and I see 3 walk gates, and I'm thinking, yep, he's mass building. And I didn't see the 2 stalkers, but I didn't see any units, so I was thinking he was going to attack. So I decided to start destroying this and unloading people from this, and I thought I was going to go for the attack. And then a miracle of the game happens. This is just brilliant. And he expects just to be let through with his invisible units, but no. Now, he actually hadn't built another base. I was probably, if you look at the end of the game, I had got more resources, I had more workers. They just got destroyed. And he left, because that was all the units he's had. As soon as I counterattacked, he was done. So, that was that. There probably might be some more StarCraft 2, but thanks for watching. I don't know if there will be or not. If you want more, ask for more. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.